first down. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Second down, Prescott again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's third down. Third down, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste. Gives him fuel for the next season, though, because, remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
12 yards there as they move to James. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers. Charles, what did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that'll get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
A dump off to Elliott. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Got him in. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And give him a gain of 37. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Prescott again. He's got time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection.
Under pressure, they got him again. Stephon Tuitt. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Now Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need the R&R. To regular life, I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only be. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just got, I'ma fill my cup. crazy.